In the shadows of every empire, behind every billionaire, every feared king, every respected leader, there exists one invisible force more powerful than money, more dangerous than weapons, and more valuable than talent itself. Reputation. Before a man even enters the room, his reputation arrives first. Before he speaks, people have already decided whether to fear him, trust him, respect him, or destroy him. This is the brutal truth of human nature that most people never understand until it is too late. The world does not judge you by who you truly are. It judges you by the story people believe about you. A lion does not need to announce that he is dangerous. His reputation alone makes the jungle silent. And the moment that reputation cracks, even sheep begin to attack. That is why Law 5 from says, "So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life." Because reputation is not just social image. It is psychological warfare. It is silent power. It is invisible control over the minds of other people, and the people who master it can dominate rooms, businesses, politics, relationships, and even entire nations without ever raising their voice. Look throughout history and you will discover something terrifying. The most powerful figures were not always the strongest physically, nor the smartest intellectually. They were the people who controlled perception, understood this, understood this, understood this. Even modern billionaires spend millions protecting their image because they know a damaged reputation can destroy years of success overnight. One scandal, one rumor, one mistake repeated enough times, and the world turns against you. Because human beings are emotional creatures. They follow appearances. They worship confidence. They believe stories more than facts. And once society labels someone as weak, desperate, dishonest, or incompetent, escaping that label becomes almost impossible. This is why powerful people obsess over how they are perceived. They know the crowd only sees the mask, never the man behind it. Imagine two people walking into the same room. One has a reputation for brilliance, discipline, and success. The other is known as unreliable and weak. Even if both say the exact same words, people will automatically respect one and doubt the other. Why? Because reputation shapes reality. The world sees what it expects to see. And once expectations are created, people unconsciously search for evidence to confirm them. This is why first impressions are deadly important. Most people think reputation is built through years of hard work. That is partly true. But reputation is also built through emotional impact, through stories, through mystery, through consistency, through perception. Powerful people understand that humans remember feelings more than details. They create an image so strong that it becomes unforgettable. Steve Jobs was not just selling phones. He built a reputation for innovation and genius. Was not just fighting in the ring. He built a reputation for confidence and greatness long before the fight began. When Ali said "I am the greatest," people laughed at first. Then eventually they believed him. Then the world repeated it for him. That is how reputation works. Repeat an image long enough, consistently enough, confidently enough, and society begins to accept it as truth. But reputation is not only about attracting admiration, it is also about protection. A powerful reputation scares enemies before battle even begins. In ancient China, the brilliant strategist Zhuge Liang once faced an impossible situation. His army was weak, his defenses almost non-existent, and a massive enemy force approached the city. Any ordinary leader would panic. But Liang understood the power of reputation. Instead of hiding, he opened the city gates, sat calmly on the wall, played music, and acted completely relaxed. The enemy general stopped. Why? Because Liang's reputation for intelligence and traps was so terrifying that the enemy assumed it had to be an ambush. They retreated without a fight. Think about that. No weapons, no battle, no army, just reputation. That is power. The strongest weapon in human psychology is expectation. If people expect greatness from you, they interpret your actions differently. If they expect weakness, they see failure even where none exists. This is why protecting your reputation is not vanity, it is survival. The moment people smell weakness, society changes. Respect disappears. Loyalty fades. Attacks begin. Human beings are naturally drawn toward strength and naturally cruel toward vulnerability. Harsh but true. That is why successful people become obsessive about consistency. They know one careless moment can undo years of carefully built perception. Athletes protect their image. Celebrities hire PR teams. Politicians carefully craft every speech. Billionaires control interviews. They understand something ordinary people ignore. Perception creates opportunity.